Hello, good afternoon to everyone. Here is Aristo, and today we are going to be talking about training specifically playmaking. So, based on my experience, I would say that playmaking is the most important skill for inner midfielders and wingers played towards the middle. Of course, it is also used by wingers, defensive forwards, and offensive central defenders. At the same time, offensive back wings use a tiny bit as well. So it's very important if you guys want to get started with a good training is to start with playmaking just because it's going to be able to train a lot of players. It is, again, very important, and you guys should consider the opportunity that when it comes to matches, being able to generate different matches. In this case, we are not at the beginning of the league, but make sure that you are trying to do any friendly match and, of course, any regular season match, and with that, be able to train with many players. So this said, so I wanted to share, make some drawings with you guys with the sketchpad. So whenever you're training midfield, you wanna of course be able to create, as I was saying before, different games, right? One is gonna be friendly games, and the other one is gonna be regular games. At the time that you are purchasing players, you wanna be playing with a 3-5-2. That means that there's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the keeper, but you're going to have 5 players playing in the midfield. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it's going to be 3 here. There's going to be the goalkeeper, and you're going to have 2 forwards. Why you want to do that? You want to do that in order to be able to train as many playmakers as you can. And all of these, they're going to be getting almost 100% of the training. So with this said, the ones in the midfield per se, they're going to have the full training, and these ones are going to be getting it 25%. The wingers are going to be getting the 25%. So if you're having this lineup for the first game, which is a friendly game, and then the same one for the regular game, you're going to be able to train 10 players in which you are going to be able to sell them if you want to. But it is very important that you are changing those, so you need to have a total of 10 players with a playmaking ability, so you want to increase it. Therefore, when this happens, you basically need to make the switch for this 5 in the middle. Again, this is 3-5-2, so you want to be switching them all the time in order to increase the players. In addition to that, if you're having these guys, these are the defenders, and this one is playing in the middle. I have the goalkeeper right there. These ones, if they play forward, you're going to be able to train them as well. And the playmaking ability is going to increase too. So you could swap those two as well in the middle of the game, for instance. If you're playing with a winger right here and then you want to swap it so this one gets a little bit of training, you could do so as well. So let's say halftime, it's 45 minutes in, then you make a substitution for this guy, which is playing on the side, and then it's going to make a substitution for the guy he's playing in the defense but on the side, and this is going to be able to train this person as well. Therefore, going back to what I think is best in order to get started, is that playmaking is also using conjunction with a stamina. So if you go straight to your players, you want to have big stamina points for the midfielders. As you can see, I'm going to filter them by playmaking. I think it's like that already, just want to confirm. But if I do this, you guys are going to be able to see that my players who are good in playmaking, they have good stamina points. This one is an 8, this one is an 8, Michael Kortiak is another 8, and of Polya Flickinger, look at this, is a 15, and his stamina is an 8 as well. So make sure that the stamina levels are good. This stamina is 8. Zlatan, he's not doing well with form, and that's a problem I should fix as soon as I can. But again, stamina is good as well. So very important that stamina is a very important factor in order to have good midfield players with playmaking skills. How do you increase stamina? Very easy. The only thing that you need to do is to go to training and make sure that you're investing a little bit of time in that. So clicking on training, there is going to be a bar that it talks about the training and the stamina. This is the regular average stamina in my league. That's a 19%. I have a 16. I think it's fair enough, just because, as I was saying before, I've been building up my 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 players for a long time. And as I was saying before, look at this. The 3 guys in the middle, they are always going to be getting 100% of the playmaking skills, and the ones on the side a little bit. But if you swap these ones with that ones, this is going to literally help you a lot in order to have more players with good playmaking. In a little bit, I'm going to tell you why playmaking efficient. But going back to players, again, if I filter by, I could even filter by stamina. If I filter by stamina right here, you guys are gonna be able to see that my stamina points are 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. And at the end, of course, the players get bad. This is my coach, but you guys get the point here. You want to make sure that whoever is playing games, whoever is playing in the midfield, at least they have good stamina points. Getting up to number 7, that's good. Whenever it turns green, this is fair enough for you guys to have a good, a good number for the stamina. So this is skill affects only midfield ratings, very important in terms of the playmaking skills. That's important to mention. However, almost every successful team needs good playmaking, or else the team won't have a lot of ball possession, which will lead to fewer scoring opportunities. That's what I was saying before in another of my videos. However, if you guys want to check a match that it happened, it was this one. I think I made a tie 1-1. So if I go to my lineup, you guys are going to be able that I had a lot of midfield. Midfield is good for transitions. So following this, his attack was way better than mine. So with that said, as you guys can see, my midfield was a 56%, so I had more chances in order to transition the ball. So you guys should see it in the following way. This is the midfield, and this is your defenders, and this is attacking. So you guys want to see that as a funnel. This is a funnel. So you want to make a lot of transitions. There is the midfield here, and the more midfield that you have, if for instance I'm having this match, which let's say it's a 90%, everything is going to be smoother for me to transition from here to the midfield and then to attacking position. However, if my attacking is very short, let's say it's a 5%, what I'm going to do here, what I'm going to do is to the tactic, it's going to be tactic is going to be long shots. Why is it going to be long shots? Because I'm going to have more chances in order to score from here. I want to make long shots. So if I either score or I either the ball goes out and they need to start the beginning of the play from their pitch, their side of the pitch. I would do so in the case that they were playing counterattacks, because if I lose the ball and then they're going to be able to score, that's going to be problematic for me. But you guys need to see it as a transition, right? The more playmaking abilities that you have, the easier it's going to be for you guys to score, and the other way around. If I don't have playmaking whatsoever, I want to play counterattacks because he's gonna have the possession of the ball, and I can't deal with that. So I'm gonna have to skip it, just throw the ball up there, and hope that I have maybe a header or maybe have like a free kick, be able to score. I hope everything makes sense over here. Therefore, possession it is very important, and if I don't have the possession, that will lead to fewer scoring opportunities. So I need to have good playmaking. The only exceptions are teams who specialize with using counterattack tactic, but even these often need some possession to get one or two normal scoring opportunities along with their counterattack with their counterattack ones. Therefore, playmaking training is the only way to improve this skill. Make sure that if you have a good playmaking, you wanna have the midfield in good possession to be able to score. Here was 1-1, but as you can see, he has way better scoring than what I did. Let me give you another quick example. I think this one may work. Yeah, look at this. See, he was very good at scoring on the sides. My middle was a 93%. That was a star of 8, and his star was a 3.7. If I was this guy, I would play counterattack just because the defense is amazing and my scoring is great too. Look at this, 69 and 46% with a 22% in the middle, 7%. So I would play counterattacks. I would skip the middle and then be able to score. Let me see what he did. Counterattacks. He played great. He played great here. He got me because I was playing counterattacks as well. And that is not a good move, to be honest with you. What I would have done here is to play long shots. If I play long shots, probably I would have more chances to score. That was a friendly game, though. However, the score was 1-1. And why? Again, I don't have attacking possession whatsoever. So that means that I wasn't able to score. However, I was able to make one goal, match the robber. And if we check the goal, okay, so that was it. A really bad tackle inside the penalty area 36 minutes into the match gave the referee no other choice but to award the visiting Lolaso penalty. Malcerover knocked it home to make 1-1. Okay, so it was a PK. Good things about PK. If you guys are ever playing normal with a good midfield possession, and you guys see when you guys are setting up the game that you're not going to be able to score, you want to make sure that at least you have someone who knows how to shoot, how to set pieces. He's a 13, he's not bad at all, and he's a defender. But check how many goals he's made. Goals for the team 30, hat tricks 2, goals in his career 45. This is great, and he's a defender. So very important to have someone who's able to set good pieces. He's a world class, and that was enough for me in order to score a penalty. The better player to have you have with set pieces, the easier it's going to be for you to create more opportunities with the set pieces setup. So with this set, make sure that if you want to always have a good player when it comes to set the pieces, and with that you're going to be able to contemplate better the full analysis of your team when it comes to having a chance to score. Again, he's a defender, so check the numbers by yourself, and you're going to be able to evaluate if it's worth it or not. But anyways, that's what I wanted to share with you. I hope that was helpful. Again, check out more of my videos that you see around on the screen, and I'm happy to answer any questions. And please make sure you like the video and make sure you're subscribing to the channel. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.